There you go, Tara.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the July West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem call. We are very excited to be here. I know we have several people on vacation this month, and we have a busy agenda that we'll get through quickly because I know everyone probably wants to get outside and enjoy the sun. Amber, any updates for us?
No, just hi, everyone. Welcome to July. Hope you all had a good 4th, and we are excited to dive in. So the first, we actually have an interesting dynamic today. We have a partner spotlight and a resource spotlight versus the entrepreneur spotlight. So our first partner spotlight, which is very timely, is UC's Downtown Innovation Hub. So David, you want to take us away and talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Share. Can you see
Yes.
presentation? Okay, so yesterday we were really excited to have the grand opening of our Downtown Innovation Hub on Capitol Street. We're located in Charleston, 240 Capitol Street. Really easy to find, and thankful for anyone who was on this call who was able to make it to that opening yesterday. The crowd exceeded our expectations, and I know there were several people who emailed me separately who couldn't be here, but I'm not sure we would have had any floor space for you to stand in here. It was pretty packed. I want to quickly go through what it is we do. So in this center, focus on sort of a three-prong approach. We offer training to growth-minded businesses, and then follow up with some coaching and mentoring to help them implement the training over a period of time. And then also offer a number of network opportunities for businesses in the Charleston and Kanawha Valley area. So here's a list of our offerings. I can send this presentation out as needed later, but I want to focus on the flagship program we offer here, that is the Business Accelerator. And I want to emphasize the word accelerator here. We don't want to recreate the wheel on anything that currently exists in the ecosystem. So we are not a startup house or a startup engine. We are not an incubator. We are focusing on businesses who have established their business model. They know who their customers are. They've had some success. Most likely they are sustainable, but they're frustrated and struggling a little bit with growing their business. And we typically find that that is caused by a lack of scalable systems in their organization. So this program focuses to help them do an honest, real assessment of where their business currently is, what's good, bad, what's ugly, help them identify goals for the future, where it is they want to go, both professionally and personally, and then help chart that course and implement the systems they need to make that happen. So the program lasts about 6 months. We do it as a cohort, taking a group of businesses through in parallel. These cohorts are not industry focused or anything. We prefer to have the diversity. So in this first one that actually started yesterday after the opening, we have a plumbing supplier, a frozen food manufacturer and packager, digital marketing company. So there's a variety, and we like to have that so they can all help each other in different ways. As you see here, there are 6 modules involved. Each one of these we spend 3 to 4 weeks in helping train and then coach and implement, and then longer term mentoring as they go through. And the end result is that they come out with a cohesive plan, not necessarily business plan, but an understanding of their business, all the systems that are within it and how those systems interrelate, so that they can better manage their company efficiently and hopefully free up some time for them to focus on the growth of their businesses. In putting these modules together, we pulled in a few what we believe are best in class software and training modules. Mouse is the platform that we use. It's originally built for business advisors, so that's where we capture all the information on current state and plans for growth, and it provides us the means to track them as they go through the program and show areas where they're improving and areas where they still need to focus. And then longer term they can use that tool to manage their businesses and keep track of their progress even after they graduate from the program. Profit Mastery, some of the folks on this call are probably familiar with that. I know when I was at SBDC, we used it some. It's really just a great training. It's very intense for a couple of days, but it's great for providing financial or non-financial managers the ability to read the financial statements, understand what they mean, and then learn how to use those to proactively manage the business rather than reactively. Digitalmarketer.com is the largest digital marketing training and tool supplier on the planet. While digital's in the name, that's not the part of it that we're implementing primarily in this program. We're focusing a lot more on the customer definitions and customer value journey, and then helping the companies to build strategies that probably will have a digital component, but not necessarily. It could also be a much more traditional or a combined methodology. Some of our partners right now, there's a Charleston-centric nature to this. That's due to our location and some of the close partners here locally that we worked with in getting this center up and running. So Charleston Area Alliance and Advantage Valley have already been great partners, and we've had lots of conversations about how we can interact and work together to help all of the businesses in our region. But more importantly here is the entrepreneurship ecosystem. While our funding focuses on Charleston and the Kanawha Valley, we're certainly not opposed to helping out in other areas of the state where we can. And also on the coaching and mentoring front, if we have businesses that are a little bit outside our bounds internally, we will be reaching out into the network to find mentors who may be industry specific or topic area specific that can help our clients as well. And then got to mention the funding. We're funded by U.S. Economic Development Administration. They and the Fonda and John Elliott Foundation have been along with us from the time this idea actually started in 2019. They've been with us on the whole journey. And then when we got to the larger ask, we were grateful to the city of Charleston and the Benedum Foundation for helping us with matching funding that was required there. Hope that provides pretty quick overview. I'd be glad to go deeper on any topics with anyone that's on the call. Just let me know. I'll share my contact information in the chat. And that's what I've got for you today.
Thank you so much, David. We are very excited to see the new Downtown Innovation Hub and are very proud of you guys and look forward to a continued partnership with you. So
Absolutely.
next, we have a resource spotlight. So I'm going to turn it over to Emma and Janine to talk about the South Atlantic SBTRC.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Janine Stevenson. I am the project director for the South Atlantic Region Small Business Transportation Resource Center. We get funding from USDOT. So we help small and diverse businesses that are looking to work in the construction and transportation industries build their capacities for their businesses. We have a 4-state in the DC Metro footprint, which is why we are partnering with West Virginia. Our footprint covers North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, and the DC Metro area. So we probably have about a little over 1,000 clients that we service on a daily basis, but we're hoping to get a little more involved in the West Virginia market. We do work with West Virginia DOT currently, but again, just trying to get more involved in the West Virginia area and find out what kind of projects that are going on in the West Virginia market and how we can better elevate our clients and our firms that are interested in working in the construction space. Emma and I are both based out of Durham, North Carolina, and we'll put our contact information in the chat. So if you've got any clients that are looking to build their capacities, whether that be bonding, technical assistance, financial assistance, we are here to help. That's the short version.
Great. We like it short and sweet. Thank you. We appreciate it. You're one of our newest resource partners on Business Link. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Tara, A couple quick bridging innovation updates. I know we're going to get into some of the meat and bones starting in August, but Tara, you want to start and then I'll take over the.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, we want you to make sure you are saving the date. Bridging Innovation Week 2024 will be in Huntington, West Virginia, April 8th through 11th, 2024. We are very excited to be working with the Huntington crew. If you are interested at all in having an event during Bridging Innovation Week, please reach out to Amber or I directly to go ahead and start planning that. Amber's going to talk a little bit more about we're going to start holding monthly planning meetings.
Yeah, so we've had so many people reach out and just say that they wanted to get involved and they were interested in lending support. So we're going to be sending out in the follow-up email to this, and we'll keep sending it out as well, an interest inquiry form. It kind of gives different opportunities for you to get engaged with Bridging Innovation. We're looking for volunteers to help with the actual events during the week. We're looking for sponsors, vendors. We are doing an open call for speakers this year, so we'll be looking for some speaker reviewers, just a lot of different opportunities. And if you're interested in joining those calls monthly starting in August, just to hear what's happening, it will also allow you to register to be involved in those. So we'll be sending that out in the follow-up. We wanted to share that information with you all, and then all of our sponsorship levels, everything will start coming out in August, and the call for speakers will open in October. So we'll kind of put a timeline together for you all, but we're really excited. Can't wait to see you all in Huntington in April. And speaking of cool updates that we heard a little bit about in the 2023 Bridging Innovation that we're going to build upon today, we would like Lauren Prinzo to come on and talk a little bit about youth equity and entrepreneurship work that they've been doing.
Thanks, Amber. I'm Lauren Prinzo. I'm an extension specialist in community and economic development with WView Extension. And as Amber mentioned on previous meetings, we discussed a bit about the year of strategic planning that a series of ecosystem partners completed aimed at increasing opportunities for entrepreneurship for youth in West Virginia. So as part of that strategic planning process, it became clear that there's not necessarily a central group to facilitate collaboration and next steps for expansion. So with the support of funding from the Benedum Foundation, we are starting that group as a subcommittee of the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem. So we're excited to get working on that project beginning in August. And we are rolling out what is being termed the Youth Entrepreneurship Ecosystem Subcommittee. So that subcommittee will include 12 adults and 18 youth as the leadership team members, and then additional opportunities for anyone who's interested to serve as members of the group. So I will drop a link into the chat box. And if you're interested at all in working to increase opportunities for youth, we hope that you'll take a minute and share your interest in what role you might like to play as we move forward to turn some of those findings from the report into action steps to increase the opportunities for our kids. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email or call me, and I'll put my contact information in the chat as well.
Thank you, Lauren. We're really looking forward to that partnership for the youth subcommittee in the entrepreneurship ecosystem. So you will be seeing more subcommittees coming out of the ecosystem in the following months, but the youth subgroup is the first one in our pilot program. So we're very excited about that. Thank you again, Lauren. All right, next up, Ariane, can you tell us what's going on with Evolving Energy Conference?
Sure. Did this unmute me already, or do I need to click this?
You're good.
Okay, thanks. So hi, everyone. Ariane Olish, it's nice to see you all. Just kind of some brief updates for those of you that are familiar with the TransTech program, which has been rebranded as Evolving Energy as of last year. Thank you to those who came last year, who supported us, who sponsored us. We are very excited to be announcing that we are bringing back Evolving Energy this year. It's going to be September 20th and 21st in Morgantown at the Marriott again. We have a slightly different format this year just to respond to some of the feedback that we got last year. So we've condensed it a little bit, but we have an absolutely incredible keynote speaker that we'll be announcing later this week, but we're really, really thrilled to have her. She'll open up the conference for us Wednesday evening, but it'll be a great opportunity to network, make connections, connections, chat with people. If you're in the energy sector, if you're a resource provider and you work with companies in the energy sector, definitely be on the lookout. I'll drop a link to our website. You can stay up to date there. We also have a new LinkedIn page that we're publishing some kind of mini articles that we're calling them, just to kind of give people some teasers for the panel presentations we'll be putting together for the conference. But mark your calendar, September 20th and 21st, and we hope we see you all there.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and we can't wait to be there. And thank you, Arian, for coming on and highlighting it. And for teasing a drop later this week. Can't say it here, but we'll find out. So that's awesome. Next, we have Michael Mills from Mills Group to talk about some pro bono conceptual architectural services. That was a mouthful.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks all. Again, Michael Mills, I'm the managing principal of the Mills Group based here in Morgantown. We're a firm that's been in business for about going on our 18th year here. We have offices in Wheeling, Shepherdstown, and now in Elkins. So during the pandemic, we were trying to really kind of come out of the shell and figure out how could we make a difference beyond what we do every day in our communities, show the bright spot in West Virginia. And we came up with the concept of a pro bono services offering to folks within our service areas. Again, it started out as Morgantown, Wheeling. We added Shepherdstown as an office in 2001, and then Elkins just added this last year. So really the object was to help stimulate things in our backyards, help with our communities conceptualize an idea for those really focus on the nonprofit sector and municipal sectors, to throw a seed out there and let us help you visualize it, and hopefully that visualization, that conceptual design would lead to some more funding for grants or other pursuits of funding. So that's what's going on in our world. We have a rolling submission here due July the 14th at 5 p.m. this week. So if you go on millsgrouponline.com under the news section, or go to our Facebook page, Mills Group LLC, you'll find information regarding the submission.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Michael. If you don't mind, could you drop your contact information in that link in the chat?
Be glad to.
All right. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you this afternoon.
Great.
All right.
Thank
Next
you.
up, Mark, can you tell us what's going on with the Pioneer Network River Summit?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. So the West Virginia Pioneer Community Network is a USDA designated community network. It involves 8 counties in central West Virginia, and we're really focused on workforce development, health and wellness, and economic development. And what kept coming up in all of these discussions was the rivers. Our rivers in this area sometimes are seen as a liability versus an asset. A lot of our communities, their downtown is at a floodplain. And so we just wanted to address some of those issues. So we're bringing together, I think the list is now 10 federal and state agencies tomorrow at the Waco Center, and they will do a 15-minute presentation each on what programs they have, what funds they have, what resources they have, and then at lunch, the participants can then go to a table and have lunch with FEMA and ask very specific questions. The afternoon, we're talking about water trails. That's a big topic in our area, and we're having a panel of water trails. And then the last session is to actually talk about floodplain management. There's a lot of confusion about what you can do to get property out of the floodplain, what the floodplain looks like, changes to the floodplain with climate change. A lot of the traditional areas that flood aren't the areas that are flooding communities now. It's the little streams, it's the tributaries. And so we wanted to just bring everybody together, have the resources. There's a lot of misinformation about what you can do with the river in your community. Can you get in the water? Can you move stuff? And so we wanted to just bring all the agencies together, let people have an opportunity to ask questions, and hopefully begin to, through entrepreneurial efforts, really start to use those rivers as an asset for economic development.
Great. Thanks, Mark. I know I've been on a couple of those calls talking about the River Summit and the work that you all are doing, and I think that ties in so well to some of the tourism and outdoor economy pushes that we're having in this entrepreneurial space. So thanks for hopping on to talk about that.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Paul, who's going to talk to us about the Communities of Healing Fall Investment Lab cohort. Paul, you want to take it away?
Yeah, thank you so much, Amber. I appreciate that. Paul Wright. I'm here in Berea, Kentucky, but I've been working with West Virginia Hive on this ARC grant for the past 3 years. This is our last cohort. We've had 5 cohorts. We've trained over 30 Main Street businesses how to create a more recovery-friendly environment and hire people that are recovering from substance use disorder. So this last cohort is about raising impact capital. And so if you know of anyone that is that's out there that has a social enterprise, maybe, or they hire people that are in recovery or with difficulties for employment, they have to be an existing business, and we're going to help them learn how to package together their plan to raise impact capital. So it's not, it could include grants, it could, possibly be equity, but usually it's mission lending and another type of impact capital. So I'll put in the chat the link here to where folks can register. We extended the registration to the end of, till next Tuesday. So I just wanted to say, make this available in the marketplace here.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We're very excited about that. Carrie White, can you talk to us about what's going on with the Entrepreneur Pitch Competition, September 14th?
Yes, I can. Thanks, Tara. Yeah, we have a great opportunity with our Vetrepreneurs program at WVU. I just want to put the poster up here so everyone can see the flyer. So we're going to have the Vetrepreneurs Pitch Competition on September the 14th. There's a QR code there if you want to scan it. I'll also put the link in the chat if you want to go to the registration or application page there. But this is under an SBA grant, the Community Navigator Pilot Program. It's open to any entrepreneur who's a veteran or a family member of a veteran. So they don't have to be a veteran themselves. But what they'll do is come in and pitch. We are partnering with LMC agency to provide prizes for marketing support, values up to $15,000. So if you have a vetrepreneur company that's looking for marketing support, they can get up to that amount in the services. So I'm going to stop. Hopefully everyone's had a second to scan the QR code if you want it. And then I'll stop sharing, and I'll also put the link in the chat. So if you want to go and find out more information.
Great. Thanks, Carrie. We'll also flyer in the follow-up email for anybody that wants to share that out as well. So appreciate you. And we always get tripped up on Vetrepreneur, but we managed it okay today. Such a weird word.
Gets me every time.
All right. Next, we have our good friend, Mark. We have some business link updates.
Hey guys, how you doing today? Everybody's doing well. Let me share my screen here real quick. I wanted to highlight some. Can you guys see that? Regional Economic Development Partnership. You guys see that?
We can see it.
Okay, cool. Just want to run through these real quick, just to kind of give these folks their due. Over the past couple of months, we've had some new resource partners, and I kind of want to highlight them here on the call for you guys, just to bring focus in on them. Red has been on here. West Virginia Film Office, glad to have our folks over here across the hallway from me on here. This is a great resource. Had a huge impact on small business across the state. And they've been a great asset in addition to West Virginia Business Link. Berkeley Springs, Morgan County Chamber of Commerce, definitely wanted to welcome them. Happy, I've actually been up there several times in the past couple of months. It's just a great part of the state, and they're doing some amazing things up there. Some new with the Public Relations Society of America. This is a great resource for entrepreneurs to get connected with professional speaking, networking opportunities, that sort of thing. So Jordan Farrell who also is the communications director there at the tech park, the regional tech park here in South Charleston, recently joined. Right to start, we obviously wanted to welcome Ariana. She's the new representative here for the state of West Virginia for advocate, I should say, for Right to Start. And this is a really cool thing. This is the it's called the WVU IECP. It's a capstone program, and I thought that was really cool to be able to add this resource to West Virginia Business Link. So feel free to come back and learn about what McKinsey's doing. It's a great resource for Business Link. And then we just brought on here today. We appreciate Emma and Janine from North Carolina to share what they're doing with the Small Business Transportation Resource Center. I had no idea these folks existed until just last week and reached out to them, and it's so great to get them on board. And I think this is going to be a great addition for all the small businesses that are involved in construction and transportation around the state. So they're going to be an awesome resource. So we thank you guys for coming on board. I wanted to remind you guys, we have some really cool, just wanted to highlight these for the resource partners that are on the call today. Dr. Travis Miller did a fantastic job on the latest blog post. I wanted to show you guys this as an example of what you guys can do. Anytime you want to do a blog post on West Virginia Business Link, please take advantage of it. Travis did a phenomenal job really highlighting the AIM apprenticeship program that they have there at the CTC. And also my colleague, Marcia Myers. This is an example of a blog post that you as resource partners can kind of show off what you guys can do and provide great content for the community and the entrepreneurs that find their way here. Last two things real quick. I wanted to, on behalf of Dr. Tracy Dodson and Dr. Susan Alloy, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tracy's with West Virginia Wesleyan, and Susan is with D&E, Davis and Elkins. This was in the last newsletter. I will send, actually, I'll throw this on the screen here. You guys can take a screenshot of it. I'll actually give it to Tara and Amber so they can send it out. And please send this out to your constituents. This is a survey that they're doing on the impact on COVID that's had on small businesses in West Virginia. So highly recommend you share this with your lists, get as many people as possible to contribute, and they will obviously share the results. But we'll keep pushing this out over the next, I think, good 6 to 8 weeks. There's some time for folks to respond. So I highly encourage you guys to do this, and I'll provide the link for you guys as well. And then thanks to everybody that's been populating the online calendar, and please keep doing that. Any press releases that you guys have, please send them our way. And the last thing I want to throw up here is the West Virginia Broadband Summit. It's coming July 25th through the 26th. I know they're filling up fast. So I'll drop the details in there as well, but wanted to highlight them. I know that they're excited about, and that broadband touches everybody on this call. For those who are interested, I highly recommend, if you want to go, try to grab a seat, because I know they have limited seats. So, and that's all I've got. Thanks for the time, folks.
Great. Thank you so much, Mark. We really appreciate the partnership with West Virginia Business Link. If you don't mind, could you throw the link in the chat to that calendar? I know that people ask me all the time about that shared calendar, so I really appreciate you keeping that up to date and reminding everyone to use it. Okay, and then we have one more final special announcement. I'm going to send it over to Michelle O'Connor to make a special announcement.
Thank you, Tara. Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to let everybody know that I have accepted a position to be the Director of Innova Commercialization, and I will start on August the 1st. So I will be finishing up with JIT. So this background will go away and it will be replaced with a new one. So I'm still in the network. I'm still in the ecosystem, still doing what I do, but now with Innova Commercialization.
Congratulations, Michelle. All right, so we are going to open it up for general ecosystem updates and events. Does anyone else have anything else they would like to share in the chat or jump off mute? Please feel free to do so now.
While people are doing that, I'm also going to launch a quick poll. As Tara mentioned earlier, we're doing some subcommittee work and we want to just get some feedback from the group. So let me see if this works.
Yep, I can see it on my end.
You guys can see it. We just want to get some feedback on, based on ARC's identified ecosystem building blocks, which do you think need the most support in West Virginia? And if you could select your top 3 of those building blocks, that would be great. There you go, Capital. Take it away.
Knew that was coming.
I don't know if you guys can see the results. If it's
and you can also scroll as well.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry if you can't see them all. There are 7 in total.
How do you select it? Do you just click on it? I don't see
Might not be able to. Are you a co-host, Mark?
Yeah.
That's probably because I can't. Not that I need to vote, Amber, but I was doing the same thing. I'm like, I can't click on here, but I think it's
I can see the results, but I can't choose yet.
Same here, Mark.
How about I just say all the above? Just we need all of it.
We'll take that into consideration for sure. Perfect. Well, thank you guys. We just wanted to continue to crowdsource and get your feedback as we're working through some new things to make sure that we're being responsive to the needs you all identify. So thank you for this. I'm going to go ahead and end it. And I'll just share the results so you guys can see. I don't know if you're able to see that now. But this is still the same time. If you wanted to share any updates or if you have anything coming up that you'd like to share in the chat, you're more than welcome. I do also want to maybe throw an ask out that if anybody knows a contact at the Southern Rural Partners Network, not the Pioneer Network that Mark featured, but the Southern Partner Network, if you're on here and you're part of that, or you know somebody, if you wouldn't mind dropping their contact information, Tara and I would love. Oh, hi, Kent. Nice to meet you. Thanks. Going to reach out to you.
This is why I love the ecosystem. How quick was that?
I know. I'm like floundering around, still asking before we got the contact. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Any other updates? If not, we'll give you some time to go enjoy the sunshine. We like them quick and efficient.
All right, gang, we appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
All right, until next month. Thanks all. Bye.